LPG, the new economic policy of India that came into being in 1993 under the government of Mr. Narasimha Rao and Mr. Manmohan Singh, who was the then finance minister. This policy came into being because of the financial decline faced by the Indian economy. Reasons for implementation of the policy. In 1960s, India had a war against Pakistan in which major revenues of the Indian economy went for the ammunition and the weaponry. This led to the lack of confidence by the Indian foreign fund providers, which removed their funds from India. Also, by 1985, India had a balance of payment problems, which led to a major economic crisis in 1990. Also, India had a fixed exchange policy, because of which there was no trade between India and other countries. Liberalization. Liberalization refers to the relaxation of control of the government in the policy. Privatization. Privatization means transfer of the industries from the public sector to the private sector. It can be achieved through the form of leasing, franchising, and contracts. Advantages of privatization. The advantages of privatization are privatization can help reviving the sick units which have become a liability to the government. It also reduces the political influence on the admin staff of the industries. It also helps in making public sector more competent as compared to the industries when they are in the government control. Successful privatizations in India. A few examples are GAIL, SAIL, MTNL, BMEL, NHPC, etc. Also, is to be noticed that 9 out of 17 industries which were in the public sector before have been transferred to the private sector. Globalization. So because of liberalization and privatization as the new economic policy, globalization was finally possible in India. There was the removal of the trade barriers with other countries, and it was possible for other countries and IMF and other globalization promoting agencies to finally help and promote India's economy. The current globalization trend depends on foreign direct investment and unilateral and bilateral aid provided from foreign countries to India and other developing countries. Foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment is the investment from one country to another in the form of unilateral or bilateral aid, which means, for example, the barter system. Here are a few examples of the FDI. Tata Airlines with Air Asia and Singapore Airlines, Walmart, Jet Airways with Etihad Airways. Multinational companies. Multinational companies are the companies which produce and distribute their goods in more than one countries. Here are a few examples of the first MNC in the world was the East India Company. First MNC in India was the IBM, and the first Indian MNC is the Infosys. MNCs in India are extremely popular because of the large population of India, which provides a huge market and also increases the purchasing power of the country. India is also emerging as one of the manufacturing and sourcing locations for many industries. Here are a few examples of MNCs that are prevalent in India: Mercedes, Nissan, Xerox, Citibank, etc. A few Indian MNCs, Asian Paint, Tata, etc. So, effects of globalization. India's share in the world export has increased from 0.53% in 1991 to 1.60% in 2013. Our foreign currency reserves have increased from 1 billion in June 1991 to 227.72 billion in October 2013. The impact of new economic policy: increase in national income growth rate from 4.7% in 1990s to the post-implementation growth to 18.2%. And the estimated growth rate for 2015-2016 is 7.5%. Foreign investment in 1991 to 92 was 132 million, and post-implementation it rose up to 5.3 billion, which is almost 40 times. In 2003 to 2004, it was recorded around 35.31 billion. There is also increase in the agricultural production, increase in foreign currency resource. Fiscal deficits have decreased from 17% in 1991 to 3% in 2003. Control of inflation. Inflation has also decreased from. Inflation has also decreased. And the regulation of interest rates has come down to 6% in India right now. Yeah, main organizations facilitating globalization are World Trade, World Bank, World Trade Organization, and the International Monetary Fund. Thank you.